What happened to my old man? What happened to that old Brother Rodney? That old ppdrawings? What happened to that guy that made foolish decisions? What happened to that guy that used to snap on people at the drop of a hat? What happened to that guy that didn't take no mess off of nobody? Well, first of all, he still don't take no mess off of nobody. But I'll tell you what happened to him. He started listening. He woke up one day and realized that he had been going to church. He had been following religious rules. He had been doing what people around him told him he needed to do. He had been giving the tithes and giving the offering. He had been crying out to God and asking God to do everything for him while he did nothing. But one day he woke up and he started listening. That old Brother Rodney realized that God had placed him in a good church. He had placed a good pastor in his life. And that old Brother Rodney woke up and started listening. Woke up and started paying attention. And that old Brother Rodney, that old ppdrawings, turned into the Brother Rodney that you see today. The Brother Rodney that's known for being blessed. The Brother Rodney that's known for following God very closely. The Brother Rodney that's known for being extremely faithful to God's church and God's pastor. I said God's church and God's pastor. Now let me tell you what you're not going to do. You're not going to do it now, and you never will do it. You're not going to look at somebody that's extremely blessed and decide you want to be like them. You want to be blessed every single day of your life. You're not going to go to church and run around and do 2 laps every Sunday and think you're going to get what another person has that's done put plenty of time in working on their mind. You're not going to go to church and give the tithe and the offering. I don't care if you take it up to 25% tithes. You're not going to give the tithe and the offering and replace what a person done that has decided to live by God's system. You're not just going to go to church and give 2 sentences in tongues and a really loud praise and get what a person's got that's done dedicated their life to the Most High. It's not going to happen. You are not going to do anything religious and think you're going to be blessed from doing religious things. And you're going to be blessed just like a person who has decided to wake up and start listening to God's people, listening to the Most High, listening to God's pastors. You don't want to do none of that. You want to stay asleep. You want to think you know everything. You want to think that you're right about everything that you think and everything that you feel. So you're not going to listen to nobody, but you're going to be blessed. You're going to live a blessed life. You never will. You have to wake up, realize that you do not know everything, realize that you have to listen to people who are already where you want to be. And once you do that, you'll start coming into the truth. You'll start coming into blessings. You will be blessed more and more and more. But I will tell you what I know today that I never knew before. I'm going to ride this truth all the way out. It took me a long time to get into the truth. Nothing and nobody will ever pull me out of God's system. See, that's the thing. I'm convinced that God's system is our way to live. I'm convinced that God's system is our key to everything. Are you convinced? If you're not convinced, you need to shut up and listen to somebody who can tell you how to live. But just like so many other people who have their own opinions, when you try to tell them something that they don't know, what do they say? Well, I feel like it don't matter what you feel. Look at your life. Well, I was just thinking that it don't matter what you were thinking. Look at your life. Well, I believe that I don't care what you believe. Look at your life. It don't matter what you are saying, what you want to say, what you were getting ready to say. I'm listening to your life, and your life is telling you to shut up. I'm just saying the same thing that your life is saying. Your life is saying, don't try to tell me nothing. Shut up while your life is talking. Shut up while your life is talking. Learn to listen. I would not be where I am right now if I never learned how to listen. When you listen, it don't matter what you think. When you listen, it don't matter how you feel. When you listen, it don't matter if you're right about what you believe. It don't matter right now because you're just listening. When you get done listening, you might know something that you didn't know before. When you get done listening, you might be more advanced than you've ever been. When you get done listening, you might be further along in life than you would be if you keep running off at the mouth. Stop preaching so much and learn to listen. Stop speaking in tongues so much and learn to listen. Quit trying to help so many other people and let somebody help you. Quit over talking Pastor Cochran and learn to listen. Stop over talking somebody who is way more advanced than you. Stop over talking people who got way more money than you. Stop over talking people who knows way more word than you. Stop over talking people who've been living for God longer than you. Listen. Listen. And shut up while your life is talking.